Did Queen Victoria have a secret love child with her servant John Brown? Well, this very question is explored in this lovely new book by Dr. Fern Riddle, writer of Victoria's Secret. Dr. Fern explores the relationship between Queen Victoria and her Scottish servant John Brown. John Brown was servant to Queen Victoria. He'd grown up near Balmoral Castle, which was the Scottish castle Prince Albert and Queen Victoria had purchased and then enlarged, and he had acted as a stable boy there even before they purchased the estate. He was initially an outdoor servant, and he would take the Queen on outdoor excursions on the lake or riding. He later became the leader of Queen Victoria's pony, and later again became Prince Albert's personal gillie, which is his personal Scottish servant, following the death of Prince Albert. We all know that Queen Victoria was plunged into the deepest of mourning, so much so that her family were really worried for her. And so they thought that it would be a good idea to get John Brown down from Scotland to London to try and encourage the Queen to go outside. Again, the Queen agreed, and slowly but surely she started to re-enter society. She would go on lots of rides with John, as we can see here, and he was painted with her a few times because they had become companions. And from this point, John really became Victoria's personal servant, always around, always there, more like a companion than anything else. And this is why rumors started to crop up about, was there more than just a servant-queen relationship? Victoria relied on him more and more. She described in her journal that he was indefatigable in his attendance and care. And this companionship may have turned to love. She wrote in one of her Christmas cards to him, "I have loved thee with an everlasting love." And in another Christmas card, Victoria wrote this, "My lips may give a message better of Christmas love than even my letter." We all know that Victoria was very sensual. She loves sex, and it's kind of hard to imagine that she wasn't at least attracted to this handsome Highlander. So were they closer than we actually thought? She also insisted on them having bedrooms next to each other. They exchanged gifts regularly. They were always together. They were inseparable. And so people do generally think that they were lovers. But what about this daughter? So John's brother called Hugh had a daughter called Marianne, and it's speculated that that daughter was actually their child, Victoria's 10th child, Hugh Brown, and his wife Jessie. And their daughter Marianne moved to New Zealand supposedly to avoid scandal, because of course it might have been Victoria's. But Victoria later insisted that they come home, and she paid for all of their expenses. She also built John this amazing house in Scotland, and after John died, it was given to Hugh and Marianne so that they could live in this house, which is quite crazy because it's a huge house, and there were other brothers with larger families that could have made better use of it. So some think that is also a tantalizing clue, and when John died rather unexpectedly at the age of 56 in 1883, Victoria was understandably devastated. She had this cast of his hand made so that she could always have his hand near her. So I do think she definitely loved him. Whether they had a child together is another matter. But following his death, she invited Marianne and her parents to come down to London,